our first presenter for today, Rajarshi. Some time back, I just said that you have given a trigger warning for your session. So if there are any children who are watching this conference, then parents need to be mindful that your session or your presentation will include some difficult topics. That's all.
Okay, my topic is this is my autism, and that is my and actually that is a very broad topic, but I tried to shorten the topic into the traumatic experiences and how they could have been avoided if the information was available on time. And although I have many other symptoms, I will stress on social communication as it was the trickiest part. I did not come to know that my life experience has a term for it. It is called the autism spectrum until my early adulthood. Somehow medical community failed to understand I was struggling and battling, maybe because of my slightly precocious speech development, maybe my hyperlexic reading capabilities, maybe my huge vocabulary and use of very logical statements. Later on, I deteriorated very much and was flooded with antipsychotic cocktails with no better outcome. I will not discuss further details about that. Now, here is one childhood experience that when I was very little, and my parents noticed that I was not playing playing with other children, and although I was getting bigger by age, but I was not playing with other kids. So they forced me to cricket. To learn at least some age appropriate games, but it caused a lot of confusion. While I was in cricket ground, I was there was local children, and it was explained that I have to win, I have to make the friend out. Now I got confused with the concepts like win, what is win, and why I am supposed to win, and what I will lose, what I will lose if I lose in the game, and what the runs are, where the runs are. I cannot see them. They are some constructive concept, but I could not understand them. Now, social gathering. Pediatricians stressed on taking me to various social gatherings, arranging birthday parties, visit nearby friends' houses, trying different sort of foods, but it often backfired. I was too sensitive to camera flashes, balloon popping, noise, crowd, all these. I was taken to a marriage ceremony where a lady put some turmeric paste at my cheek. In spite, I said no repeatedly. I slapped that lady. I was very little children then. I slapped that lady with all of my strength. These incidents created a turmoil. My mother went into a phase of guilt. People started to tell me how to behave, but that incidents made me confused forever. My life after that, if I feel something not okay, then should I just tolerate that? Because if I say no, that causes a lot of confusion. So should I just tolerate that? What should I do? I had no a clue. why that lady was supposed to be friendly or good, although she was forcing me, why she was not listening, although I was urging to not do it. My saying no leads to sin create. My self-defense creates mother's cry. So should I not defend myself next time my friends come to beat me up? Why my saying no is perceived as rude? Why I was supposed to miss out the ritual? Uh, there is another incidence. I experienced that the bullying behavior that is can be received from any group of children, and I could not recognize what was my fault, but I was pushed from backside into a wall. My nose was bleeding, and here comes the trickiest part. I request the audience to take a screenshot of this slide. That people told me that when somebody is giving you gift, you have to take it. But when I was throwing away the gift, when I was attacking them, so nobody explained why giving is not if giving why taking is not always bad. People did not explain it logically. People just told that this is to do, this is to behave, or this is to perform, and I was very confused that I was very confused that if taking if giving is good, then taking must be bad. So why taking sometimes can be good, I needed logical explanation for that, but nobody gave logical explanation, but everyone keep telling that this is how to behave or this is how to do. And here are some of my middle school and high school experience. And I was in general school, and I mean public school, and after middle school and high school I experienced a new kind of bullying, which is from side of the teachers. I will explain that later. This is my notebook from class 7, and at that period I had so much difficulty with fine motor tasks that I could not tie my shoelaces, and I could not tie my shoelaces, and people sometimes criticize that you are pampered so you cannot, but it was exactly opposite. However, looked at my drawing and my writing, they were disproportionate. That is, I developed. That means my drawing skills are more like mature people, but when you go to handwriting, that is like children. So when people sometimes suspected that whether I am drawing that or somebody else drawing that, and that hurt me a lot. And now I can tell that yes, it is possible that some field, some cognitive areas develop more and some cognitive areas develop less. It is highly possible. It is highly possible that you are struggling to take class notes, yet you are doing excellent in something. It is possible. And I had vivid visual imagery which I used to sketch on my notebook, and when I was in high school, I could not sum up simple sums in my mind, but I was asking advanced questions about set theory and relational algebra, and that led some teachers to suspect me that as if I am cheating them, or as if I am trying to impress them with somebody else's question, and that made me so confused, and that made me almost suicidal, and that is very traumatic experience. And I had no clue that this how much of this criticism to be taken and how much of this criticism to be thrown away. I had not that guesswork, I had not that fine guesswork, and that teacher started to very badly accuse me as if I am stealing other people's idea and trying to impress the teacher. I was not. The remaining portion of my life, I remain confused. I and my lack of self-esteem went at unimaginable level, and I went to psychiatric care. However, the psychiatric facility did not improve. I was became so reckless that I walked into a pond and I was drowned and I was hospitalized. And however, and I plead the medical community to be aware of invisible struggles, as certain doctors in a reputable charitable hospital told to throw away my books and special interest stuffs, forcing me to go to fish market. I required communication support from my mother, but doctors refused. Some nurses forced restrained my mother at the corner of the chamber. This experience filled me with guilt, shame, and self-hatred. And I came to know the pathological view of after I get diagnosed. I come to know that actually this is a thing, that this is my life experience. My life experience actually has a scientific explanation. My life experience, and it is not my fault. It is actually the fault of how the world around me is designed, and how the world around me is designed, and that needs to be changed. And I came to know, lacking the gestural communication and certain type of fine guessworks, there was not anything wrong with me. Likewise, there are many other people who also thinks in very different ways, communicate in very diverse means, but their life experience is very same as me. Being autistic is the part of who we are, and there is not anything such as normal. All that exists is a social conformity versus a cognitive minority, those who do not fall on the social conformity. And disability does not wholly belong to the person. Disability mostly belong to the societal barriers. And my suggestion to people, don't look at behaviors, look at the reason behind the behaviors. Such as when I was a pre-primary school, I used to cry a lot, but that teachers used to look look at the behavior instead of the reason behind why I am crying, and that was a traumatic experience. And a second point is, a person having an excellent academic record, that does not indicate that person is having a good mental health. And a person is having a excellent vocabulary, that does not mean that person is not struggling in some other area of the life experience. And however, this traumatizing experience does not indicate any inherent fault of the person who is suffering the trauma. And my suggestion to people, never presume low competence nor pressurize to perform better. Fulfill the specific cognitive needs such as monotropic learning style and quiet environment. Never punish or restrain or reason with somebody who is going through a meltdown. We cannot process anything during that time. And love does not hurt. If your intention is good, then don't punish or pressurize. Do not give ambiguous signal. And loosen the stricture on behavioral standard. There is no such way of doing something the right way. There is no such thing as community opinion. It does not possible to predict how a conformity will react on certain behavior. Don't judge and polish other others behaviors. And here at the end I put some of my artworks, and thank you. My presentation is over.